Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. Two men have pled guilty to the murder of a Better Hope money changer and his daughter. A minor was fatally stabbed following an alleged altercation over racist remarks, prompting a police investigation. Stabroek Market vendors have been granted bail after being charged with narcotics possession, and a chef has been sentenced to 10 years for hijacking, robbery, and assault. The prime suspect in a lawyer's murder has died after consuming a poisonous substance. The government has proposed a 9% salary increase for teachers in 2024, but the GTU is calling for more. Former police youth group Queen Jasmine Wiggins has been named valedictorian of the Guyana Police Force's immigration course. Firearms and narcotics were seized in New Amsterdam, with 2 men now in custody. A case against 3 men accused of cattle theft has been discontinued following a compensation settlement, and evidence related to a firearm and robbery has been recovered following the $1,000 store incident. Stay tuned for the details of these stories. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Prime suspect in lawyer's murder dies after consuming poisonous substance. Police Sergeant Tony Sulker, who was identified as the prime suspect in the murder of attorney-at-law Richard Lane, died on Friday night while receiving treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC. Sulker, 35, reportedly ingested a poisonous substance shortly before his death, which occurred amidst an ongoing police investigation into the killing of the prominent attorney. The tragic incident unfolded on the night of Wednesday, August 7, 2024, when Richard Lane, 40, was found dead in his Jaguar PYY 2850, parked in front of his Century Palm Gardens, Durban Backlands home. According to initial reports, Sulker claimed he discovered Lane slumped over the steering wheel with a neck wound after allegedly spotting him from his kitchen window. Sulker told investigators that he was unable to open the car and had to call Lane's mother to the scene, who instructed him to break the car window and summon an ambulance. However, emerging video evidence contradicted Sulker's statements and placed him as the last person seen with Lane before his death. CCTV footage obtained from a nearby location revealed that Sulker and Lane were together at Cambo Chinese restaurant on Sheriff Street around 21:31 hours on the night of the murder. The footage showed Sulker entering the restaurant, purchasing food, and then leaving with Lane in his car at 21:39 hours, heading towards Durban Backlands. Police investigators, who initially released Sulker and Lane's cousin, Michael Harding, due to a lack of evidence, were preparing to rearrest Sulker for further questioning when they were informed of his medical emergency. Lane's mother reported that Sulker had driven into the yard at high speed, prompting her to return to the house, where she found him lying on the ground and vomiting a green substance. An ambulance was called, and Sulker was rushed to GPHC, where he later succumbed. In the course of their investigation, police found bottles of what appeared to be a poisonous substance inside Sulker's car, along with clothes that matched those seen on the CCTV footage, which had already been washed. These items, along with DNA samples, have been sent for forensic examination. Before his death, Sulker provided a statement to the police, explaining that he had known Lane for 4 years and had been living with him since being invited to move in. Sulker denied any intimate relationship with Lane, but did not provide further details about the events leading to the lawyer's death. The investigation into Richard Lane's murder continues as authorities work to uncover the full circumstances surrounding the tragic incident. 2 men plead guilty to the murder of Better Hope money changer and daughter. On Friday, July 14, 2019, Paul Chan, also known as Anthony, and Troy Abrams, known as Rastaman, pleaded guilty to the murder of Aaron Lachman and his daughter, Ariana Lachman. Chan, 40, of Dennis Street, Sophia, and Abrams, 47, of Middle Street, Agricola, appeared before Justice Navindra Singh, where the charges were formally read to them. The defendants were represented by attorney Ronald Bostwick, while the prosecution team included Tanesha Sagan, Carissa Henry, Pranita Siraj, and Christopher Belfield. The sentencing for Chan and Abrams is scheduled for September 30, 2024. The tragic incident occurred on July 14, 2019, when the victims, Aaron Lachman, a money changer, and his 19-year-old daughter Ariana, were attacked by armed men at their home in Better Hope, East Coast, Demerara. The assailants reportedly forced the victims at gunpoint to the upper flat of their home, where they demanded money. After receiving a bag containing an undisclosed amount of cash, the perpetrators fatally shot Aaron and Ariana before fleeing the scene. Despite the swift response, the victims were pronounced dead at the Georgetown Public Hospital. Following the attack, a motorcar belonging to Aaron Latchman was found abandoned at Front Road, La Penitence, Georgetown, where an illegal firearm and several rounds of ammunition were discovered inside. Initially, 5 individuals were charged with the murders, but the case against Sean Thomas, also known as Yankee, was dismissed during the preliminary inquiry. Another accused, Lloyd Sadlew, was acquitted in May 2024. The 5th suspect, 25-year-old Mark Rufina, remains at large after escaping from Lusignan Prison in October 2020. Both Chon and Abrams have had prior brushes with the law, with Abrams previously convicted in 2016 for robbery under arms and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Sadlew, who was acquitted, had also faced various charges in the past, including a 4-year prison sentence for marijuana trafficking in 2016. The sentencing of Chon and Abrams will bring some closure to the Latchman family and the Better Hope community, who have been deeply affected by this tragic event. Case discontinued against 3 men accused of cattle theft following compensation settlement. The case against 3 men, Udwin Binda, 47, Clint Gray, 27, and Sherman Thompson, 44, who were caught red-handed with stolen cattle, has been discontinued after the complainant declined to provide evidence in court. The 3 accused, all residents of Quarantine, Burbus, were arrested by the police on August 7, 2024, and subsequently charged with larceny of cattle for allegedly stealing 2 bulls valued at $240,000. The men appeared yesterday before Her Worship Ms. Tuana Hardy at the Wim Magistrate Court. During the hearing, the virtual complainant, 63-year-old pensioner Ganassi Parsram of No. 64 Village, Quarantine, Burbus, chose not to present evidence against the accused. Instead, he accepted a compensation payment of $260,000. As a result, the charge against the 3 men was discontinued, and the case was dismissed. The accused were initially arrested as part of ongoing police investigations into the theft of the 2 bulls, which belonged to Parsram. The decision to discontinue the case reflects the complainant's acceptance of the compensation, effectively resolving the matter outside the judicial process. Chef sentenced to 10 years for hijacking, robbery, and assault. A 38-year-old sushi chef, Dion Braithwaite, has been sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to 4 counts of robbery under arms, RUA, and 1 count of unlawful wounding. The charges stem from a violent incident on August 2, 2024, during which Braithwaite hijacked a taxi, assaulted his ex-lover, and robbed both the taxi driver and a passenger. The incident occurred in the vicinity of Davis Memorial Hospital, Durban Backlands, Georgetown. Braithwaite confronted his 49-year-old ex-lover, Miss Hale Carrasquillo, a U.S.-based citizen, as she attempted to enter a taxi driven by Audell Roberts. In a violent outburst, Braithwaite dragged Carrasquillo by her hair, slammed her head against the vehicle, and threatened both her and Roberts with a knife. Braithwaite robbed Roberts of his Toyota Allion, valued at GYD $4.35 million, along with a Motorola radio set and GYD $30,000 in cash. He also stole GYD $75,000 from Carrasquillo before forcing Roberts to drive away from the scene under threat of violence. During the ordeal, Braithwaite repeatedly assaulted Carrasquillo, hitting her with the handle of a gun and causing severe injuries to her head, face, and body. Carrasquillo described a harrowing attempt to escape, during which she fought Braithwaite to prevent him from driving off with her in the car. She sustained multiple injuries, including a sprained foot and lacerations to her face, which required stitches. Despite the terrifying experience, she managed to alert authorities after Braithwaite eventually abandoned the vehicle and fled the scene. Following his arrest, Braithwaite apologized to Roberts during the court proceedings, expressing remorse for his actions. However, Magistrate Annette Singh, citing the severity of the crimes, sentenced Braithwaite to 2 years in prison for each of the 5 charges. The sentences will run consecutively, resulting in a total of 10 years imprisonment. Carrasquillo was treated for her injuries at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC, and has since been discharged. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers posed by violent crime, and the Guyana police force has reiterated its commitment to bringing offenders to justice. Firearm and robbery evidence recovered following $1,000 store incident. In the aftermath of the armed robbery at the $1,000 store in Macdoom, East Bank Demerara on August 9, 2024, the Guyana police force has successfully recovered critical evidence. Detectives from Regional Division 4-8 acted on intelligence and executed a search operation at an abandoned building located at Lot 186 Middle Road, La Penitence, Georgetown, today at approximately 6:20 hours. The operation, led by an inspector from the Ruimveldt police station CID, uncovered a .32 pistol along with various personal documents. Upon arrival, officers found an unoccupied, dilapidated two-story concrete structure surrounded by dense vegetation. A thorough search of the premises, including the building's lower floor, led to the discovery of a brown Michael Kors handbag. Inside the handbag, authorities found a .32 pistol, a magazine, and no ammunition, all wrapped in a black plastic bag. Additionally, several documents belonging to one of the robbery victims were recovered, including a Republic of Guyana passport, a Republic of Trinidad and Tobago passport, a Republic Bank Visa card, and 2 identification cards. The recovered items were processed and transported to the East La Penitence police station for documentation and further examination. Although several individuals have been questioned, no arrests have been made as of yet. The investigation into the robbery continues. The Guyana police force remains committed to resolving this case and bringing those responsible to justice. Minor fatally stabbed following alleged altercation over racist remarks. Police investigating. Larex Henry, a 27-year-old minor from Mbaimadai, Region 7, tragically lost his life in the early hours of Friday after being stabbed during an altercation at Kamarong Landing, Upper Mazaruni, Region 7, Kuyuni Mazaruni. According to reports, the incident occurred around 1:15 a.m. after Henry and a friend left a bar and were heading back to their camp. During this time, they allegedly encountered the suspect. In their intoxicated state, they reportedly made racist remarks directed at the suspect, which incited the confrontation. The suspect, angered by the remarks, reportedly drew a knife and inflicted a single stab wound to Henry's abdomen. Henry collapsed at the scene but was quickly transported to the Kamarong District Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. Police investigations revealed that the wound was located on the left side of Henry's abdomen, causing his intestines to protrude. The suspect has been arrested and, during questioning, confessed to the crime, stating that he was provoked by the victim's racist comments. The police are continuing their investigation into the matter. Stabroek Market vendors granted bail after being charged with narcotics possession. 2 vendors from Stabroek Market were placed on bail on Friday after being charged with possession of narcotics found at their stalls. The vendors, 27-year-old Chantel Matog, a mother of 2, and 31-year-old Tevin Joseph, appeared before Magistrate Annette Singh at the Georgetown Magistrates Court. The charges stem from an incident on August 5, 2024, when police on foot patrol along Water Street, Georgetown, conducted searches at the vendors' stalls. Mutag was found with 173 grams of cannabis, while Joseph was found with 10 grams of methamphetamine. According to a police statement, a search of Mutag's stall revealed a black plastic bag containing 2 smaller bags filled with a quantity of leaves, seeds, and stems suspected to be cannabis sativa. Mutag, who denied selling the narcotics, claimed that anyone could have placed the drugs at her stall. Despite the prosecution's objections due to the seriousness of the offense, bail was granted in the sum of GYD $100,000. Mutag is scheduled to return to court on September 15, 2024. In a separate search at Joseph's stall, police discovered 4 transparent zip-locked bags containing a whitish substance suspected to be methamphetamine hidden in an umbrella case. Joseph, who also denied ownership of the narcotics, was granted bail in the sum of GYD $20,000, despite similar objections from the prosecution. He is scheduled to return to court on September 13, 2024. The Guyana police force continues to conduct regular patrols and searches as part of ongoing efforts to curb the trafficking and possession of illegal substances in public spaces. Firearm and narcotics seized in New Amsterdam. 2 men in custody. 2 men from New Amsterdam, Burbus, are in police custody following the discovery of a firearm and a quantity of suspected cannabis during a search operation conducted by police yesterday. At approximately 17:10 HRS on Friday, police ranks, acting on intelligence, conducted a search at Lot 8 Savannah's Park, New Amsterdam. The primary target of the search was the residence of Taekwon Hartman, known as Took, a 20-year-old laborer, in connection with stolen articles. Upon arrival, officers found that Hartman resided in a range house, consisting of 4 separate apartments within a fenced yard. During the search of Hartman's apartment, police discovered a transparent plastic bag containing leaves, seeds, and stems suspected to be cannabis. Hartman claimed that the marijuana belonged to his father. Further searches in the backyard led to the discovery of 7 transparent Ziploc bags containing additional quantities of cannabis. Hartman was informed of the offense, cautioned, and subsequently arrested. The search extended to the home of Hartman's neighbor, 24-year-old Akeem Boville. During the operation, police noticed a 3-foot rope hanging over a zinc fence in Boville's backyard. Upon pulling the rope, officers found a multicolored handbag tied to the rope handles. Inside the bag, police discovered more cannabis along with a .22 pistol. Both Hartman and Boville were taken into custody as investigations continue into the narcotics and firearm found at the premises. Former police youth group, Queen Jasmine Wiggins, named valedictorian of Guyana Police Force's immigration course. Jasmine Wiggins, an 18-year-old known for her poise and dedication, has once again made her family and community proud by graduating as the valedictorian of the Guyana Police Force's immigration course February 2024. The graduation ceremony was held yesterday, August 9, 2024. Jasmine, who was crowned queen at the Regional Youth Ambassador pageant in 2022, is a former member of the Regional Division #4C Buxton Achiever Youth Group. Born on July 27, 2006, she grew up in Buxton, East Coast, Demerara, where she attended Friendship Primary School and Annandale Secondary School, excelling in 6 CSEC subjects. A stepping stone toward her career. Jasmine's passion for pageantry led her to compete in the Miss Buxton Spice pageant, where she was crowned queen in 2022. Her talent was soon recognized by Police Sergeant Tyndall from the Vigilance Police Station, who encouraged her to compete in the Miss Regional Division 4C Youth Ambassador pageant. Jasmine emerged victorious once again, earning the title of queen. She later participated in the Beauty with a Purpose Regional Youth Ambassador pageant, organized by top cop Mr. Clifton Hicken, where she placed first runner-up. With a strong desire to work in the immigration department of the Guyana Police Force, Jasmine applied and was accepted into the program, encouraged by officers she met through her youth group and pageantry. From Police Youth Group to Police Academy. On June 24, 2024, Jasmine joined the immigration course, batch February 2024, at the Guyana Police Force Academy as an apprentice. Over 6 weeks, she participated in an intensive training program that included both theoretical and practical lessons on border management systems, imposter detection, trafficking in persons, records management, human smuggling, beat and patrol duties, information technology, arrest procedures, and martial arts. Her exceptional performance earned her the title of valedictorian, marking the beginning of her journey as a police officer. A message of motivation for other youths. Jasmine shares a powerful message with today's youth. Focus on your studies and finish school. Although it may be challenging, it is all worth it, and you will feel proud of your success. Join youth groups because they will mold you into better people and always help you make wise decisions. Trust in God, continue praying, and stay true to who you are. Choose your friends wisely because not everyone will want to see you succeed. Aim for the sky and go up from there. Jasmine expressed her gratitude to Almighty God, her family and friends, and the Guyana Police Force Academy training staff and lecturers for their support. Acting Commissioner of Police Mr. Clifton Hicken, a passionate advocate for youth development, continues to encourage and motivate youth groups across all police regions and divisions in Guyana. According to him, with the right guidance and leadership, young people can achieve great things in society. Government proposes 9% salary increase for teachers in 2024. GTU calls for more. The Ministry of Education has revised its salary increase proposal for teachers, now offering a 9% across-the-board increase for 2024, following discussions with the Guyana Teachers Union, GTU, on Thursday. This new proposal comes after the initial offer of a 7% increase, which was previously rejected by the GTU. In addition to the proposed 9% increase for 2024, the government has also suggested an 8% increase for the years 2025 and 2026. However, these figures fall short of the union's demands, which include a 39.5% increase for 2024 and subsequent 30% increases for 2025 and 2026. Dr. Mark Light, president of the GTU, expressed dissatisfaction with the government's latest offer. As it is, the union feels that the government can do better with the offer that they have presented, Light remarked, highlighting the union's belief that the proposed increases do not adequately address the financial needs of teachers. Although the meeting did not result in an agreement on the salary increases, both parties were able to agree on several non-financial issues. The next round of negotiations is scheduled for Wednesday, during which the Ministry of Education is expected to provide an update on the proposed salary increases. The discussions between the government and the GTU have been ongoing since July, following a period of industrial action. The union had initially pushed for a backdated collective bargaining agreement, but the government has remained firm on negotiating salary increases for the 2024 to 2026 period only, starting with the current year. In addition to the salary increases, the GTU has proposed a performance-based incentive of 2% per annum for eligible teachers, effective from January 1, 2024. Other proposals from the union include an annual health/risk allowance of $25,000, a monthly internet/mobile data allowance of $10,000, and a termly school transportation grant of $150,000 for coastal schools and $300,000 for hinterland/riverine schools. As negotiations continue, the GTU remains hopeful that the government will consider the needs of teachers and provide a more favorable offer.